Hi, and welcome back to Talk Up Your Biz. I'm Jean Noel Bassior, and this is
Susan Levin.
And we are joined today in studio by Noble Drackholm.
Thank you.
I love your story. Noble.
So does Ned.
I like that.
And
I
the
like that
audience
clapping.
loves it too.
Well, thank you. Okay,
No-
before we go
Yes,
further,
yes, yeah.
today is my youngest son's birthday,
Oh,
July 1st. He turned 2 today. So
what's his name?
his name is Ryu, and short for Ryuichi. And so he is 2, and as always, he runs everything. So I'm quite sure he's
Happy birthday to you.
I'm sure he's
Happy
definitely
birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
So you left home at 17. Maybe at 5, he's going to be like on Wall Street, right?
Oh, you know what? You know what's so funny? Every day he always gets on and says, he gets up and he says, "I want to go. I'm ready to go." So he wants
Where does he wanna go?
He wants to go to the park. He wants to go visit, but he is ready to go. He was very upset that I left today.
This is a very advanced soul that chose his
Yes.
parents very carefully, right?
Absolutely, very advanced soul.
Have you asked him where he comes from yet?
I don't want to know the answer.
That's probably a good idea.
Exactly.
So you're listed with Speaker Services, which Susan runs, and I wrote your listing.
Yes, you did.
And I liked very much. Some of them I don't, resonate to as much as this one, but I like what you said about by focusing on the now instead of the not enoughs in your life, you can open the gates to abundance. And says Noble Drackholm, who left home at 17 with only my dreadlocks and a backpack. 2 years later, he was one of Wall Street's youngest commodity brokers in the $1 trillion a day world of futures and Forex. And today he's a world-renowned speaker and coach. And you want to show others how to achieve the kind of wealth and success that you have, right?
Exactly. And that's the whole core of it. It's funny when you bring this up because just recently I had to focus on the now. I don't know if you guys have been following with what's going on with Corzine and the big blow up, but basically we were right in the middle of that in the last year and a half, 2 years, because we were running our hedge fund and all of our clients' funds were with MF Global. And it was about a week before we went out to go to Chicago. We went to the MF Global office. We met with everybody we know. My wife was with me. My young son, Ryu, was there. And we come home, and literally the week after, they're frozen. All of our clients' accounts are frozen. Everything is done, and we can't do anything. We can't trade. We can't get them out of positions. And that philosophy of focusing on the now and not enough.
You really need that now.
I really needed that at the moment in order to both give my clients some level of comfort and for myself to kind of figure out what my next phase was going to be. And that's what ended up driving what we're doing now with investing and teaching people and how we're teaching people. Because before it was always about my books and my videos and what I'm doing. And I opened it up to everyone. We have something called the Speculator Academy, which you guys have seen, and the Speculator Academy is what I call an open source or the first open source trading educator anywhere in the world because we bring in everybody from any place, people I know in Germany, people I know in China, to teach people in a free open forum how to trade. And that was an example of me jumping into the now, saying, wait a minute, it's not just about what's happening, but this is endemic. Everyone wants to do their own investing. The whole do-it-yourself thing is here. It's not going anywhere. But I don't need to be the guru of that. I need to be able to facilitate and give people access.
So maybe that crisis is going to cause you to expand. Sort of.
Exactly, and that's what it has done. We already have the sites up. We ran a beta test the last 2 months, and we're bringing in people from Israel to teach. We're bringing people in from China. We're bringing in people who didn't have a voice to really educate and be a part of our forum. But who are now dynamically helping all these other traders, and it's been a great success in my opinion because we've been bringing people in.
Yeah, it sounds fabulous. I love it.
Now, is this on the web? This is webinars?
Yeah, it's all web. It's all web, and it was one step more than the webinar. It's what we do is we call them virtual trading floors. So I grew up sitting around like almost tables like this, where it's like 30 or 40 guys, and we're all looking at screens. Well, what I did was I said, let's bring that concept to an open access, an open forum, and we can actually have different people just come in, log in, and it's just like they're trading. They can run their own screen and trade, and they can see us.
I love that concept. I think our friend Donna would like that too.
Sort of the
shaking her
practice
head,
trade
yeah.
where you.
Well, some
yeah.
people are really using real funds.
Oh, so some yeah.
So the people who are
Yeah.
the people who are teaching are
It's your
educating,
choice.
and they're trading with their own accounts, and they're showing people what their system and methodology is. And what I tell people is, it's an open source. The way I trade, I don't impose my view, my concept, because I know I have no monopoly on strategy or style. But these guys are trading their own accounts, and if people like it, they'll follow it, and they'll see in real time whether or not it works or not. Or
Well,
if
it's
it
real
does.
collaboration and people
Exactly.
working together in community.
Exactly.
And that's where it's at these days because we're all there to support each other. And, I believe that there's no competition.
Exactly.
You
That
know?
was the whole point. That even people who are educators and have their own place, like online trading academies, these other people in our business, we send invites. Come on, be a part of what we're doing because I don't lose anything by gaining and showing people. And like I said, that goes back to what we talked about. Just it's not a not enough philosophy. Everyone keeps saying that they don't have enough clients, they don't have enough this, and we're in a scarcity role, but it's not so much because we're all a part of this. Like, give a good example. Talked to Susan the other day, and I tell you guys, she's the best person ever, as always. And I said, you know what? I'm having some issues. We're doing things, and I can't afford to continue with your services. And she said, Noble, this is okay. I'm here to work with you. I'm here to help you. And I have to say, thank you very much, Susan. I really appreciate all your work and all your efforts in helping us. And the thing is, that's the type of person Susan is. That's the type of person G. Noel is. And that's how we have to function now, because it's not like no one loses anything by helping everyone. And it's about,
Right.
it's not about the not enough. It's about what we can do to build.
So how are you now taking out the message and to what kinds of groups are you speaking to?
Well, and that's what we kind of been talking about and trying to sort out, because before I've been so narrowly focused. I wrote all these books on investing and trading. I've written 7 books just on one little narrow niche. And so my goal has been to really just start talking to larger groups, start talking to people who are in this do-it-yourself mentality. Because as we know, with Social Security coming up and everyone leaving pensions and 401ks, more financial do-it-yourselfers are
Well, and
popping
it's
up.
confusing. I did online trading for a couple of years, and
Oh,
I
I
got
remember
really,
that.
really engrossed in it. And everybody had a different system. And of course, I was stupid enough to think I could figure out the charts, and I could predict them. And, I'm trying to find my system. But it is really a jungle. It's like, how do you get your way through it?
Right? It's frustrating because everyone you looked at, right, they're telling you, I've got the magic
My
bullets.
system works.
Yeah, and the thing is, what I learned a long time ago is every system works, but not for everybody, and
Right.
not at the exact same
Yeah,
time.
right.
It was like I got this little red line and this green line, and so you sell when the green line is this, and or the red line, But it doesn't.
It doesn't always
No.
compute, and it doesn't. And that's one of the things that I hate to say it, I had a real hardcore philosophy. I said, anybody else's system that's not mine is definitely wrong, because I don't focus on day trading. I don't do this and I do that. And it took me this particular event for me to open up my palette to bringing other people in, because while that style may not work for you, if you talk to someone who says, oh, you know what, I trade on 30-day time frame, or I look at longer trends, and then that style may be something that clicks with you. So
Right.
it's something that just because Michael Jordan was the greatest basketball player doesn't mean there's not other great basketball players.
Right.
But it doesn't mean you're going to be Michael Jordan. You're going to be the best Gene Noel trader you can be. You're going to be the best Susan Levin money manager you can be, based on what is comfortable to you. And that's how I try and
So
focus.
can people at all levels, people who are just getting their feet wet, try this, or is this for more experienced traders?
It
or
was
everybody.
Like everything I do, I always think to the basic denominator of people who are just new. But even myself, and this is what drives all this, I'm still a student of the market. I'm every day learning something new. I'm gaining something new. I'm seeing a different way to approach it. So this is definitely for beginners. And we said, you don't have to trade with real money. You just come in, watch the floor, watch what these guys who are the experts and the traders are, see what they're doing. You may not like the guy who's on from 8 to 10, but then another guy comes on and says, you know what, I only do options. So the guy from 10 to 12 at options time you say, okay, that resonates with me a little bit better, and I can. So that's why we designed it and created it.
So it's
Well,
a real
I
like
did it.
a university of trading kind of, right?
A
Exactly.
virtual one. That's
A virtual,
what's so
yeah.
cool about
So if I want to
it,
learn
yeah.
about options, I can tune in every day at 10. And,
Exactly, and what
yes.
we did was because there's so much to trading now. There's like binary options, there's forex, there's regular options, there's futures. We actually set up different rooms to provide each one of those, and people come on. fully
That's a really
separate in the
nice
world.
platform. I like that.
Yeah, and just give people access. You know, it's because these people, there's always the two groups, right? There's the people who want to learn, and the people who want to teach. And I want to give just a nexus for those two groups to meet.
So I want to get back to the colleges because
Yes.
we